Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be doing a new video for the new year, and we're going to be playing with this beautiful NYX Glow Shot in the shade Kiwi Killa. It's a very beautiful Tinkerbell green with a bit of a yellow gold shift in it. It's stunning. I was a little worried it was going to be really streaky or not very opaque when I put it on, but it worked really well and it dried down without being wet or sticky on the eyelid, which is really nice, and it's not creasy or transferry. I go ahead and just put it all over my lid, and then I'm going to take my trusty flat angled paintbrush, just like an eyeliner brush, and I create a cat eye with the green. But how is your new year going? Mine is still the same as it was last year. Surviving, not thriving, but I'm quite used to that at this point. I'm not a big goal maker. I don't love doing that because I feel like I have a tendency to write all these goals down and literally do none of them. There's nothing I hate more than people posting their year in review reels about how amazing their year was and all the amazing things that they did. It just puts a lot of anxiety in my body because I am not in that same situation, which is fine. I am not thriving as they are. I don't have the most amazing job on the planet like they do. But I have to remember social media is fake. They probably are not happy as they're putting out into the world. It's just a very fear-inducing time. I just keep telling myself I need to be doing more and just creating so much more than I already do and doing more and making more money. And sometimes I just need to remind myself that there is no timeline and it doesn't matter what year it is. I can always better myself and there doesn't have to be an end goal. So I'm not going to be doing the whole goal list, lose weight and find a new job. It's just going to go with the flow, because if I make this huge list, I'm just going to feel like a failure when I don't complete half of them. I'm truly just going to focus on the things that make me happy and the people that make me happy and kind of block out all that noise and just follow the passions that are making me happy, like doing this channel. I'm almost to 300 subscribers and I'm super excited and very grateful for all of you. Now that I've rambled, I'm using this Mcgrath's Bridgerton collection. I got this at Marshall's for such a good discount, and I'm using that minty shade, which is very dandy. And I'm just kind of setting the eyeshadow just a little bit. It didn't need it, but I wanted to add a little bit more of that light pale green to tie it in with the shirt I was wearing. I really like this collection of the Mcgrath shadows. They're really super pretty and sparkly, and I did get it pretty much 50% off, and to be honest, it still shouldn't be $24 for what I paid for that. It didn't really stand out to me like anything so spectacular. Okay, rhinestone times. I got these off Shein. You can get them off Amazon. You can get them at the craft store, anywhere really. And I take this, it's like a candle dipped pencil, and I dab on the eyelash glue, and then I use that same candle dipped pencil and I just dab it over the glue. It's super simple, and using this little DIY pencil thing I made it so much simpler than trying to use my finger or tweezers to put them on. And I just put the rhinestones on the inner corner of my eye. They're very iridescent rainbowy crystals, which I thought tied in well with the green eye look that I was going for. I really loved how this turned out. I'm gonna definitely continue using rhinestones just because I feel like it's such a fun added touch of glamour, and it wasn't hard. Unlike the last time I did it when I was doing the Euphoria Maddie inspired one, which almost broke my soul because it was rhinestone eyeliner. It looked amazing, but it almost broke me. I didn't have this tool then, so maybe it would have helped better if I had. So I definitely suggest either getting a tool or just doing what I did, which is you dip pencil into candle wax when it's melted and let it dry, and that's much cheaper and freer item. This is the completed eye look. We are going to go in with some mascara, and I did get the e.l.f. Lash and Roll in Deep Brown mascara that's new. I think it's supposed to be duping a fancy one. I can't remember which one it is, but I decided to get deep brown because someone did ask me to do a brown mascara video, and I am going to still do that, but I am making sure I collect and test ones that are actually brown, and this one, I would say it definitely is brown. It's a deep brown, but I would say it still shows up more of a black, but it is softer. You can tell it's definitely softer than a usual black mascara. So if you are looking for a brown one, this one would be a good option. I do, next when I film that video, once I get all the ones I'm done testing, I will make sure I don't have any lash glue in my eyelashes, because I feel like that really altered my test for this first time. We go in with my Light and Fluffy 694 Salon Perfect lashes, my favorite. And then we're just going to fill in our eyebrows as usual with e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift in neutral brown. It's another year and I'm still using this baby. I think I might try to get a deeper shade because I do dye my hair rather dark now and I feel like it's looking a little warmer than usual. We are going to set and lift our eyebrows with the e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel. I would definitely consider this one of my 2022 favorites of the brow products. Obviously the brow pencil is always going to be the same until I find something better, but I think that one was a good one for the year. We are going to take that Profusion Cosmetics Silver Glitter Brow Gel just for some added sparkle. Ever since I got this, I've been using this a lot. I just think it's such a fun touch to your eyebrows where like it's just more fun than just boring basic clear gel. We're going to be going in with another dupe from e.l.f. They're duping everyone lately. It's the Super Goop dupe for their glow screen, and it's the Whoa Glow 30 Broad Spectrum sunscreen. I never tried Super Goop, but from the swatches I saw online, it looks so similar, and it's just a very good glowy sunscreen primer, and you should be using sunscreen all year round if you really want to like stop that aging, slow it down, and also protect your skin from skin cancer, because no one wants that. But I loved it. It didn't alter my makeup when I put it on later, and it was just like very hydrating. We're going in with the Profusion Cosmetics Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector in Light One. I was actually quite shocked when I poured this out how dark it is. So it's definitely going to be more of a summer foundation for me unless I'm like wearing a higher neck or just bringing it down my neck. I do go in with a lighter concealer to help brighten it up later, but for being as dark as it was on me after I got it all spread out, I was really obsessed with the coverage and the glow on it. It made my skin just look like perfected. It didn't look like I was wearing a bunch of makeup, and I was super in love with this. This will definitely be in my rotation, especially once it gets around summertime, because then it'll match me a lot better than it does right now. Definitely need to look at the swatches again because I feel like it maybe was a little deceiving. I feel like a lot of brands have a hard time with swatches sometimes. It's definitely the right tone for me, yellow based, but it's just definitely too dark for me right now. But definitely worth trying out, and I love how slim the packaging is. If you're traveling, it would be perfect for your makeup bag. We're going in with the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener in Light, the Positive Light. And in my last video, I talked about how I didn't like this applicator, but now that I've been using it a lot more, it's the perfect amount that comes out on it. You don't need any more than that underneath your eye, and it perfectly brightens and highlights without adding too much. I think it's a super beautiful product. e.l.f. actually just came out with a bunch of correctors, so if you're interested in me trying those, let me know. I did get one from Half Cake Makeup. They just put out some brighteners and a setting powder, so I did purchase that because I love Half Caked. We're going in with this Glow Play blush from MAC Cosmetics, and it's peachy. It's a super glowy peachy blush. I'm obsessed with these, and they're also really fun to touch. I feel like you're touching Play-Doh. We're going to set that makeup with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio, and we're going to be using that brightening shade underneath my eye and just kind of setting the entire face with it because I just think it's a nice little handy product. This would be good also for your makeup bag if you're traveling because it's so slim, and it has your bronzer, your contour, and a setting powder if that matches you. It did really cut the shine on the blush, so eventually I do put some more in later, but I go ahead and contour and bronze my cheeks and my forehead and my jawline, and I contour my nose. I love contouring my nose. It's my favorite thing to do. I love trying to create a little button nose shape, which I wish I had. But I don't know if I talked about this before, but I do have a twin brother, and we both hate our noses. We both have very different noses, but I always think it's funny that twins have like similar brain thoughts, and we both equally don't like our nose. But I'm going to definitely be taking this with me when I go to Portland, Maine this summer. I'm very excited, and I did go ahead and take that Glow Play blush again over the powder just because I felt like it got lost in the powder and I wanted that glowy peach back in my face. Next, we're going in with the e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick in the shade Nectar, which is the perfect name for this shade. I actually haven't used any of these lipsticks before, so it was fun trying them out. I kind of like the clear packaging. I know for recycling purposes, clear is always the way to go. I do go ahead and line my lips with my e.l.f. brow pencil in neutral brown, which is like that TikTok hack to have like the perfect lip liner combo. But then I go ahead and take that Nectar shade, which, like I said, the perfect peachy nectar color. They really named that well, and I thought this would tie well with the sagey green eye, and I was right. And it ties in with the blush, which I go ahead and add a little bit on the lips to tie it in with the blush just even more. We're going in with the shade Diamond's Desire from the Bridgerton palette to use as my highlight. And we do go ahead and add it to our brow bones and inner corner too to tie it in together. I do think that is nice that I was able to use that as a highlighter, especially since, like I said, I thought it was a little expensive, even though I did get it heavily discounted, because you only get 6 shades when you think about it. That just seems a bit much. Come on, Mcgrath. I'm hoping one day they'll do singles, because there are some glittery shades that they have that I would love. Well, there's the completed look, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you're sticking around with me for the new year, because I have a whole bunch of video ideas that I'm going to be creating. And I hope this year is thriving for all of you guys too watching. I am going to keep that in my foresight. Instead of making a bunch of goals, I'm just going to think positively and hope for the best. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and have a good day. Bye!